Good evening everyone and welcome to the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. I am your host with the most, Mark. Tonight we're at the glorious race of the Australian track. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be a belter of a race here tonight because this is the second half of the season of the Invictus Racing Leagues. 6 races left to go for the F3 League. Not only the Equal Leagues, not only the F3 League is on tonight, but we've got F1 and F2 live and exclusive. But also, bear in mind, for the second half of the season, we will be streaming live and exclusive through the YouTube channel, not from the Twitch channel. So if you're watching it from Twitch, that'll be no more until the end of the season. We'll see how we get on from the YouTube side. But I do apologise if you don't hear any background noise. Unfortunately, I've got no sound at all from the car, so unfortunately, I'm hoping to get some sound back in. But we've got Nice Neil's going to do his qualifying lap now. Coming to the first corner. Is he still going? No, he's not. He's not going to do his lapping. So Sab was the second one out. But I'm just going to load up YouTube at the minute because I was just a bit late prepared. Nigel Gash is going to do the Nigel Gash train here to try and go do the qualifying lap. What can he do on the first corner here? Nigel Gash coming up to the first few corners at this famous old Albert Park track. Coming up to, which is turn 3. Then coming up to, which is turn 4. Then coming up to, which is turn 5 here. This is the part where they've got to be absolutely careful around here because you could lose so much time there. End of sector 1, he's done 27.9 on the hard tyres. Passing turn 6 now. Then 7. Then coming up to the round corner, which is Lauder corner, which is turn 8. Then Clark corner coming up to turn 9 now. This is the part where they have to be careful that, well, I would say, cutting the corner there. He hasn't done the corner, but you've got to be careful of that corner there. And coming up to, which is turn 11, which is the end of the second sector, which is 50.6. Now, last night in the Performance League, this part here, I call it the curbs of death, or the chicane of death, because Sir Spud, who's racing tonight, unfortunately had the qualifying and the race at the same time with the same corner. He had both DNFs, so you've got to be careful on that one. So coming up to Nigel Gash now, coming up to, which is the last few corners now, passing centre corner, then coming to Prost corner now, and try and do everything possible here. We've got yellow flag sectors 1 and 2, and the time to beat at the Australian Grand Prix qualifying is a 1:24.5. A 1:24.5 from Nigel Gash. He was really unlucky yesterday, to be fair, but I'm hoping, I say this every single time, I really do hope that he does really well. Oh, brilliant from Synchronously with a 1:22.5. Fantastico, magnifico. Good day, mate. Good old Synchronously coming to first place there. Brilliant stuff. Luke Bailey was in second, but Frosted 1:23.5. Luke Bailey did a 1:23.8. F1 registered a 24.6. Briggs has done a 24.7, I do apologise. BW Clyde 25.1. Oh, Stevens done a 25.6. So I'll be interested to see what the others are doing. So Spud now. So Spud is going to do his last corner now. Yellow flag set to 3. Oh my God, who was that? That was one of the cars there. I think that was a Mercedes. That might be Mike. Yeah, it was Mike who was on the last few corners there. He must have made a mistake at some point there. But, I've just had some news from the weather crews. It's going to be a dry race. Fantastic. I was hoping that, I was dreading it because Albert Park sometimes gets the wet weather a few times now and again. But in this situation now tonight, we will not have the wet weather. But even though it looks like it's a little bit cloudier tonight, I do apologise, I've got no sound at all. I am not 100% sure why it's done that. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But so Spud did a 1:26.6. Mike's done a 1:45. I do apologise. I was trying to be generous to add another 20 seconds tuck off. But Mike's just come back after a few races out. I believe he's feeling a little bit better now. So I wish him full recovery as he's racing tonight. So I'm sure he's absolutely eager to get back into the racing track, but hopefully he'll try and get back into the rhythm. It's like Cool Running. It's like, feel the rhythm, feel the ride, get him up. But there's no bobsleigh time. It'd be F1 time. Cool Runnings! Can Craig do anything he can on the soft tyres? He needs to go passing the chicane of death, as I always call it now. Nigel Cash has moved up to 4th with a 124.5. F1 Richards did a 24.6. To be fair, the people who are on the hard tyres, Ferocious is the one to beat at the moment here. He's on top form at the moment here. Good evening to everyone that's joined the session. If you like what you've seen so far, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel of the Invictus Racing Leagues on the YouTube channel. Oh, Craig's teasing us. He's absolutely teasing us. Oh, I was watching him do his qualifying, and he was just like, oh, no. Please tell me he's not watching. Oh, he's watching. Go back in. No! Every time I watch, not Craig, but like every time I watch a driver, at least a quarter of the time, they always go back into the pits. Oh, just teasing us. They're absolutely teasing us. Where's Snoop Dogg? Marky's doing a 25.4 on the medium tyre. So he has missed a few races here, Snoop Dogg, so it would be good to see him back, but he'll need to get back into his old self from last season, where he was on fire last season, to be fair. But anything can happen. I'm just going to try and see who are the other drivers left in the standings here, shall we say. But I'm just going to load up YouTube at the moment here. If you bear with me a sec. Yellow flag set to 3. So something must happen there. So Brennan says try and do everything he can to get a good time around here. But yeah, like I said, we've got 16 drivers here tonight. I think that's the biggest we've had for a while now in the F3 League. We've got yellow flag set to 2. Yellow flag set to 2. One of the Toro Rossos. Was it one of the Toro Rossos? I think that might be one of the Toro Rossos at the moment here. So yellow flag set to 2 and 3. Brennan's just going past the chicane of death. The fast chicane there. Steele moves up to 4th with a 124.2. Briggs did a 24.7. Spud did a 25.1. BW Clydes did a 25.1. Oh, Steven did a 25.2. Snoop Dogg did a 25. Oh, Brennan is going wide. No, don't. He's one lucky driver. Absolutely lucky there. It could have been worse. Nice Niels. Saab moves up to 3rd with a 23.6. A 23.6. Briggsy, but not Giggsy. What's happened to him? There's been green flags there. I'm just trying to see who's closest to sector 3. Oh, I don't think anyone's near. Oh, no one's near it. Oh, no way. I was expecting what happened from Briggsy, but not Giggsy. There's a few drivers who are not with us, not racing tonight. Tej and Return Optima. There is Return Optima. There it is. So 2 of the drivers, I believe, who are not there tonight in the racing. So hopefully they'll come back in the next race here tonight. But if you're enjoying it live and exclusive, guys, please make sure you like and follow. Oh, Steven did a 24.6, so he's improving a little bit here, a little bit there. Like a Craig David. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Saab's not going to improve because he's just done his lap in there. But where's Spud? Spud's not going to improve. Snoop Dogg is he going back in? Is he going back? No, he's going for it. He's going for it now. Can Snoop Dogg try and improve his time here? He might do a 24? 24.4? 24.4, that's a cracking time, to be fair. Where's Mike now? Mike, who's on, returning back into the racing after a few races out. Oh, he's teasing us. He's absolutely teasing us. But like I said, we've got 6 minutes 43 left of the qualifying of the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. Not only I'm commentating for the F3 League tonight, we have also got F2. Oh my days, Craig. Snoop Dogg and Craig. That could have been a nasty accident there. That could have been nasty there. So Craig will have to go back into the pits now. So Craig, Reynolds and Nice Niels are the only ones who have not done a lap yet. But they need to do something here. Needs to do something here. Looking at the drivers here tonight, to be fair, compared to Ferocious Dan's time, I expect the 23s to hit the hards. F1 Richardson at 23.2. That's a good time. He moves to second place. Don't get me wrong, that's a good time. However, 122s, that's what I'm expecting for the mediums, and 121s for the soft tyres. So, based on what Ferocious Dan has done, majority of the drivers need to step up. Even though it's close, they need to step up here because that is a great time there from Ferocious Dan. But for F1 Richard, the two McLarens are in the top 3 tonight. Is there anyone that's not done? I do apologise for the small, quick responses there. I was trying to see who's closest now. Not Saab, no. Is Brennan's close? Yeah, Brennan's. Ferocious Dan. Oh, Ferocious Dan moves up to pole position. As I said, 122.4. 22.4. A tenth. No, sorry, 400 quicker. 400 quicker. Oh, synchronised this time. Madness. Fantastic stuff there from there. But yeah, if you're enjoying the stream so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the Invictus Racing League channel on the YouTube, which will be having all the live races, not only for the Equal Leagues, but we have got the No Assist Leagues. Brilliant commentary team from Gareth and from Sab, who's also in 4th place tonight in the F3 League. They do the commentary stuff on the Monday nights. And also myself and Tim, who's also doing the F1 commentary on the tonight, but also with me on the Tuesday nights on the Performance Leagues as well. But also I believe we have the Gran Turismo Leagues on the YouTube channel as well, so they'll all be streamed on there as well. Madness. 4 minutes 5 left. 4 minutes 5 left of the qualifying. Can we see any more shocks along the way? We'll have to wait and see. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. I'd like to see if I can get the sound back up because all I can hear is the background noise of the announcers, but not the cars. So something must happen there. But what is Brenner's? Brenner's moves on to 3rd at 22.7. Moves on to the top 3. However, not quick enough. There's not quick enough with that time. Right, so just seeing what's happened here now. We've got 3 minutes 20 left. I do apologise. There was a little bit of distraction there from the mic stuff, so I'll just try and get that sorted there. Brennan's is in 3rd. Oh, Steele! Steele moves up to 1st with a 22.4. Fantastic stuff there. Brilliant stuff. Oh, Nice Niels to a 21.9. 1,000 passed into the 21s. He's the first driver tonight into the 21s tonight. Fantastic stuff there. Brilliant drive there of the qualifying. This is a manic stuff here. Will we see any more shocks along the way here? Is there anyone doing it? Synchronicity done a 22.5. Can he try and improve quickly on his time here at the moment here? We'll just have to wait and see if we see any more shocks along the way here. Because this is... I love the F3 League. I absolutely love it. Craig's the only one who's not done a lap in so far. Can he try and pull something out of the rabbit out of the bag? Sab, what's happened? Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell. Oh, I was going to say it's Sector 2. Sorry, Sector 3. Or is he retired from the session? Yellow flag sectors 2 and 3 at the minute. Oh, yellow flag's there. The yellow flag is there. Oh, that was for the Toro Rosso. I do apologise. So one of the Toro Rosso drivers there. 1 minute 50 left. 1 minute I can't say the words. 1 minute 45 left. Can we see synchronously? I do apologise, you probably hear the fire alarm at the background there. That's bad timing there. Oh, brilliant! Fantastic, 1 minute 30. 1 minute 30 left. Brilliant stuff from synchronously. Oh, I do apologise for the background noise. F1 Richard has retired from the session. Nitrogash will be doing his lapping at the moment here. I do apologise again for the smoke alarm at the background. That is bad timing on the Invictus Racing League, the commentary stuff. But yeah, I do apologise. We've got 55 seconds left. There we go. We just stopped now. 55 seconds left. Can Nitrogas do everything possible here on the soft tyres? Needs to do something here. 45 left. Oh, you have to wait and see what happens here. Coming up to the end of the second sector now. Time! Boom! Time is up! Time is up. They have stopped the fans of the Crystal Maze, but I tell you what, we have stopped the qualifying of the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. Synchronously moves up to first place with a 1:21.8. Fantastic. Nice Neil's still holding on for second. Mike moves up to third. So Spud moves up to fourth place. Where's Craig? Craig's the only one who's not. Oh, he's not. Craig is not doing a lap. He's not doing a lap here. Mike Noah returns into the top three, so that's a fantastic stuff. Craig retires from the session. Where's Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg Marky coming up to the second sector now. What can he do? We've got O'Steven and Snoop Dogg left. Mike's just slowing down there. But so Spud, nightmares of the Performance League last night has been gone by the looks of it, of the qualifying. Oh, Snoop Dogg has slowed down. He must have cut the corner there, so that's why he slowed right down there. Where's O'Steven? O'Steven's coming up to the final few corners now. He's done a 24.6. He needs to do something on the soft tyres. He needs to get into the top 10. He's having one of his bestest ever seasons at Invictus Racing Leagues. He needs to do something here. He moves up to 7th. Fantastic drive there of the qualifying for O'Steven now. Fantastic stuff there. Brilliant drive there from O'Steven into 7th place. Who else is left? We've got Snoop Dogg and Mike just to return back into the pits. But, however, Synchronously has just pulled a rabbit out of the hat there by 1/10. By 1/10 and 3 thousandths. It's just absolutely madness stuff. But brilliant stuff here. We've got 1 minute left of the time remaining, but I'm sure Snoop Dogg will be just retiring in a moment or two before we do the actual standoff of the qualifying standings. But what a qualifying lap from Synchronously in there into the top half, into the first place, to be fair. Here are your short qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix, for the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. You got Synchronously in first, you got Nice Niels is in second, Mike is in third, the Slovenian legend in third, Sir Knightley Hood is Spud in fourth place, Steele is in fifth, Ferocious Dan is in sixth, O'Stevens in seventh, Brennons is in eighth, Snoop Dogg Marky is in ninth, Nitro Gash is in 10th, F1 Richards is in 11th, Saab is in 12th, Luke Bailey is in 13th, BW Clyde is in 14th, Briggs Ibnaki is in 15th, and Craig is in 16th, but however Craig is the only one who's not done a lap at all. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just trying to get my get a few drinks now and again just to get that commentary feel. Oh, I feel good. Do 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 do. You know I would now. Do 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 do. I feel good. Right, we're going to kick off with we've kicked off with the qualifying. Synchronously, what a lap there from him. It was an absolute belter of a lap there. But Nice Niels, nice. Nice Niels has started, so everyone else will have to hurry up there. So just try and get the tables loaded, if it is loaded. We'll just wait for that. But I'll try and get the sound back up quickly before we kick off. There we go, got the sound back in. I'm not sure what happened there from the qualifying, so I do apologise if you had any technical issues with the sounds from the cars that have just all been muted out of nowhere. But so we got 29 laps of the Australian Grand Prix. Now, last night in the Performance League, Ferocious Dan, out of nowhere in 11th place, he did a one-stop work with the mediums and then the softs. So he'll be the one to watch tonight, and he'll be the one to make sure he gets everything capitalised on tonight. Right. Just in case if people were asking, the standards have not been updated because we've had some issues with the tables. So hopefully after tonight we will get the latest updates as soon as possible. But last time we checked, I can't remember what happened 2 weeks ago. But like I said, with the guys from F3, they've all had a week break. If you're not sure how Invictus Racing League works, we normally have 6 races the first half, then we have a week break, and then the last six races of the season. So at least gives them a little bit of a break to kick in. But unless we had any PSN issues from the first half of the season, which unfortunately that's what happened with the Performance League for the last few seasons now. The first race had to be done on the week that we did the break. So it'll be 12 weeks non-stop. But bear in mind though, the guys, this is the second half of the season. Race 7 at the glorious race of Melbourne Track, Australia, Albert Park. But like I said, I love the track. I absolutely love the track. I would love to go to that track, to be fair, just to experience the racing as well. I bet you it would be one hell of a ride there. It would be one hell of a ride there. But can Ferocious Dan try and extend his lead, or would Mike try and catch up after he come back? We've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go! Great start from Synchronously. We might have a couple of two in the beds situations here. Oh, don't you guys moves up to 9th. I'm trying to see if I can catch everyone on track. Looks like it's being smooth there. Oh, who's that? Oh, Stephen Steele. Oh, Stephen Steele. Can he steal? 5th place? No, he can't. Oh no, there's been a little bit of contact there. Ferocious Dan drops down to 8th now, so something must happen from his car there. Synchronously moves up to 1st. Madness start here. Luckily there's not been any issues here tonight so far in this race. One of the McLaren drivers, I will try and get everyone TV time here. I do promise that. I'll try to do that, but there's so many battles left, right and centre here. Cam Reynolds trying to close in on Steele now for 6th place here. Oh, will there be any shocks along the way here? But we might have to go back into the bottom of the grid in a minute, depending on what's happening here. Oh, madness stuff here. I love the F3. I absolutely love the F3 League. I don't know why, I just absolutely love it. Reynolds goes for the inside! Reynolds goes for the inside, no! Oh, he might go for the end of the inside there. Oh my days, please be a 3 in event. Please be a 3 in event. I just need a 3 in event. Will it be a 3 in event? No! 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 Oh no! No, crash! There's been a crash! There's been a crash from Reynolds and Snoop Dogg. Yellow flag set to 1. Yellow flag set to 1. I just missed that incident there as I was trying to wait. Oh, Nice Deals has crashed. I did say earlier on during the qualifying lap, watched it there, you've got to be careful of that corner there that Nice Deals has done. So now he's lost a bit of his front wing. Madness stuff here. I don't know which one to pick, there's so many to choose from here. But so Snoop Dogg and Reynolds, that will have to be checked by the stewards if it does go into that way. Because on my screen there was not much. I just missed it. I just went and I just saw it spun by Reynolds. So I don't know if there was any contact from his car that caused his car to be spun. I don't know, but we'll have to find out sooner rather than later. But we're on lap 2 of 29 of the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. Here we go, Synchronis has done the fastest lap race of 1:26.7. Synchronis has not won a race so far this season. He's only had, well, from the update that I've had, he's only had 2 DNFs. It might have been a third, I can't remember if it was 2. No, 2 on there anyway. Luke Bailey could have a chance against Saab now with the DRS. Should be enabled soon. But this is the battle of the 4-car battle here between Saab. Oh, yellow flag set to 1. Steele! What's happened to Steele? Oh, Steele's lost a bit of his front wing. Steele has lost a bit of his front wing. So Steele's going to be struggling here because there's so many. Oh, twos! There's too many twos in. No! Oh, what a move there from Peter McLeod and Craig! Oh no, there's been contact there. But I don't know if has Craig lost a bit of his front wing? No. Has he? Has Craig lost a bit of his front wing? No, he hasn't. He's still in contact. But Steele will have to go back into the pits. Reynolds and Prix. Reynolds will need to go into the pits as well. Saab moves up to 8 now with a move against Luke Bailey now. But these two are having a ding-dong battle here. Fantastic stuff there. Reynolds moves up to 13th place now. So this is interesting stuff here on lap 4:29. Yellow flag set to 3. Who's the unlucky driver there? Not sure, which is still waiting for confirmation there. Steele has gone into the pits, which I was expecting. Reynolds as well. Will Snoop Dogg go to the pits as well? And Nice Deals. We'll have to wait and see here. The DRS should be enabled. Just trying to see. If you're enjoying it live and exclusive, guys, please make sure you follow and subscribe to the channel. For all the live races, be massive help there. If Luke Bailey trying to do everything he can to close in on Saab now for 8th place here. Nitrogas has done a brilliant job as well in 6th place. I'm not going to say any more now, because every time I say it, something happens. I'm not going to say any more. Nitrogas is doing a brilliant job now. And that's it, that's all I'm going to say next. Oh my God, Luke Bailey just looked like he tried to stop hitting that yellow flags. Peter McLeod. Oh no, Peter McLeod. Peter McLeod's had the chicane of death there, nearly. So, Luke Bailey and Saab are missing all these good battles here. Luke Bailey, Saab in 8th and 9th respectively here. Mike's tried to close in on Synchronously for first place here. Where's Froststan? Froststan's in 5th now. All Mike has to do is try and outscore Froststan as much as possible. But Stephen has spud. Stevens to Spud have done a brilliant job there to get into the top 4. Whatever happens tonight. As I said, O'Stevens having one of those greatest seasons because he's had at least 2 podiums altogether from the F3 and from the Performance League. So this is his best ever season so far. So he doesn't want to give up there. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Oh, never gonna turn around and desert you. Gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. I bet you're thinking, bloody hell, why is Mark Hall doing the sings on Rick Astley? Never gonna give you up. But they're never giving up. They're never ever going to give up in the F1, in the F3 leagues, because I respect every stepper in Alan G's terms. They're all stepper, fantastic drivers, and that's what I love about the F3 league. It's one of those where it's so close. The last few seasons has been close by a constructor or by a drivers' championship at the last race of the season. That's always been brilliant stuff. Where's O'Stevens to Spud? O'Stevens to Spud. We might have a 3-car battle here soon between Luke Bailey, Sab and Craig now. Craig's moved up to 10th now after starting in 16th place. But can O'Stevens try and get on to Spud now, who's doing a really good race here? Steele Reynolds is having a ding-dong battle over 13th, 14th again. Oh, Steele's dropped down to 15th. Can O'Stevens go for the inside? Oh, I thought he was going for the inside there. This is I'm on the edge of my seat here because you just don't know what to expect. I tell you what. Oh, that was I tell you what, O'Stevens, that is the bestest drift I have ever seen. Forget Need for Speed. Forget that. Forget Need for Speed Underground back in the old PS2 days. That is the best drift, or Tokyo Drift, of the old Fast and Furious movies. That is an absolute belter. Sab and Craig side by side to the bed. Oh no! No, Craig moves up to 9th. Sorry. Oh, this is a belter. Mike's closing in. Mike's closing in on synchronously. Oh, yellow flag set to 1. Oh, Mike's made a mistake. Mike's made a mistake on the first corner, I believe. Oh no, where's Mike? Has Mike lost a bit of his front wing? No, he's not. He must. Oh no! Oh no! Mike's still must have had the grass and the tyre wear. So he's just waiting for some of the drivers to get, so he can get back on track safely. What to do? We got a couple of drivers going in. Nigel Gash is in 5th. F1 Richard is in 6th place here. We got Craig and Sab. These two are having a brilliant ding-dong battle. Beataway Clyde and Mike. Brown's still the fastest lap of the race with 1:26.6. So, top 11 have not pitted yet. However, the 12 to 16th have all had a pit so far in this race. We've got a 3-car battle here soon. But I'm just still watching Craig and Sab here to see if there's any action going on here. So, just interesting stuff here. There's a 3-car battle I was just watching. That was the one I want to watch as quickly as possible. Synchronously is in the pits. Can Spud and O'Stevens follow? Spud follows. Would O'Stevens follow? No! O'Stevens goes! Yellow flag sectors 1 and 2 here. So, this is brilliant stuff here from the drivers here tonight. Luke Bailey's got a good run out there of turn 1 there. Can he try and close in on F1 Richard? Sorry, I keep saying Frostan because he's in McLaren. Frostan's madness. Frostan pits for the hard tyres. So Spud pits for the medium tyres. That is too early for the mediums. That is really early for the medium tyres. But Sam, Craig, has Craig lost a bit of his front wing? No, he hasn't. It looked like he hit the wall there a little bit, but he managed to hold on. He's just trying to avoid I can't pronounce the words there. But can Craig hold on for 5th? Yeah, so this is a brilliant battle here. I want to try and get back to some of the drivers here as much as possible here. Craig holding on for first. Saab's got a good run exit there. They've got to be careful that corner there. F1 Richard. F1 Richard. Oh, contact. Contact between F1 Richard and Nojagash. I think, because F1 Richard was trying to get to the inside, it just must have touched the back of Nojagash's car, and hence why he's lost a bit of his front wing now. So Nojagash goes into the pits now. So the guys, oh, Stephen's still going out. To be fair though for Stephen, I reckon he's going to do the same as what the Performance League did yesterday on Froshistan. Go for the soft tyres to last up to lap 10 and then pit for the medium tyres to last 19 laps. That's going to be a push, but for the equal leagues it's a little bit different compared to the performance cars, to be fair. But anything could happen here. Just going to see if Brennons can try and close in on Nice Niels. Is in 11th place here. F1 Richards just come out ahead of Nice Niels, so this will be a brilliant three-car battle here. F1 Richard will be thinking, oh, need the slipstream. Nice Niels trying to go for the outside. No, yellow flag set to 2. So what must happen there? This is madness stuff here. From all the drivers here tonight. We've got a couple of battles going on. We've got F1 Richard, Nice Niels and Brennon's battle here. We also got Froshistan trying to close in on Nojagash now for Stephen pits. Stephen's pitted now. So Lou Bailey and Craig are the only ones, and Saab are the only ones who have not pitted yet. I reckon Saab will go up to lap 19 for the hards. For the guys who are in the medium tyres, I'm worried about that corner there on turn 12, I believe, turn 11, 12. The chicane of death or the curb of death. I don't know how you want to call it, but I have to wait and see. Froshistan go for the inside. Nojagash just holds on, but Froshistan will have to bide his time here to try and get the DRS straight here now. But he's still holding on there. Froshistan in 9th place here. But like I said, this is a madness battle here. Nojagash in 8th place. Froshistan is in 9th at the minute. Both of them on the hard tyres. Nojagash is done a pit later than Froshistan, so you will have a bit of an advantage later in the race. Saab's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Didn't want that at all. He did not want that at all. We've got a 3-car battle coming up soon between F1 Richard, Nice Niels and Brennons. But I still want to watch this battle here between Nojagash and Froshistan. Oh no! Peter McLeod! No! Peter McLeod is out of the race. Peter McLeod is out of the race here. Will there be a safety car? Yesterday, when there was 2 drivers out of the race, that was Spud and I'm trying to remember his name now, I can't remember. But they both lost the corner at that. Yes, Spud as well. So will there be a safety? Yes, there will be a virtual safety car. We did not have the full-on safety car, but we had the virtual safety car twice in the Albert Park. So 11, lap 11 or 29 of the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. If you're joining us, welcome to the show. You are watching live and exclusive F3 from the F1 2019 game. If you just joined us, Sikanasi is who was the pole sister here, and we're about to kick off now after the DRS straight now. But Froshistan was more eager to try and get past Nojagash. Nojagash looked like he was not. Oh my God! Bit worried about the battle there between Froshistan and Nojagash. Nojagash is going for the defensive part here. He's still holding on. He's defending the line really well here, Nojagash. He's doing a brilliant job there, but he might be a sitting duck here with the slipstream of Froshistan. Bear in mind though, they don't want to stay too long, too much battling, because their tyre wear will be absolutely. Froshistan looked like his back end just went there. but it looked like he's still holding on. But Nitrogas is doing a brilliant job here to hold on to 7th place with the on-charge of Ferocious Dan. Still watching it from Ferocious Dan's point of view now. You have the DRS straight now. So Nitrogas, will he go for defensive or will he stay on the track? He stay on the race line. Ferocious Dan goes for the inside and he makes the move. Or has he made a mistake? No, it looked like he went on the grass and lost a bit of time there, but from Nitrogas's point of view, it didn't look like he had lost enough time. So he held on for 7th, he's pulling away from Nitrogas. But bear in mind, as I said earlier, the tyre wear, depending on, as long as they keep their tyre wear, you know, in mint condition and try and keep it stable near the end of the race, there could be a shock along the way. But however though, Luke Bailey and Craig started off in 16th place, so that's a great 16th, and Luke Bailey did 13th as well. So, and Sab has done 12th as well. So the top 3 have done a brilliant job to get into to there as well. So I'm just going to watch the spot. Makes the move. He makes the move. Perfect there. I didn't see all of the move, but I just saw that the spot tried there. But synchronously, always lost a bit of his front wing. So synchronously, I wasn't going to say out of the race, but synchronously, that was a shame because his hard tyres would have been brilliant there. Fresh stand on the fast lap of the race with a 1:26.3. Nice. Well, what happened to Luke Bailey? Craig's moved on to first. So Craig moves up from 16th to first place. Is Luke Bailey's tyres gone, or was there a mistake from his point of view? He's slowing right down. Has he lost a front wing? Yes, he has. He's lost a bit of his front wing on the right hand side, so he'll lose a bit of time there. This could bring Sab into play here. But Sab's lost a bit of his front wing as well. But bear in mind, Sab has got a 3-second time penalty, so you've got to be careful with that as well. We've got that battle going on. We've got Snoop Dogg synchronously. Mike's got the fastest lap of the race for 1:26.2. Luke Bailey slowing down. I will not be surprised if he goes for the hard tyres. But Sab's still going. Sab's still going, so fair play to him for that. I was speaking to Craig just before the race here tonight. He was up for this Australian Grand Prix tonight, and I'll tell you what, he's done a grand job there to get into first place here. But what can Ferocious Dan do on charge here? Luke Bailey will be pitting for the hard tyres, which I was guessing that was going to be expected there. So Chaz now for Ferocious Dan to try and get into the top 4 now. But bear in mind, Spud could be in the lead here. Now, if my calculations are correct, I'm not saying when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, because it already has, you're not going to see some serious beep. If you know that movie quote, then you're an absolute legend on that one. Absolute legend. But what can Ferocious Dan do? Ferocious Dan trying everything possible to try and close in on Stephen. Really is on fire at the minute, Ferocious Dan. Trying to close in on Stephen now. I'm going to go back to Nice Niels in a minute. See if he can try and get past. Oh, what's happened to Nice Niels? Has Nice Niels made a mistake, or was there contact? It looked like Nice Niels made a mistake, but I could be wrong. Again, I do apologise if I get it wrong. I'm not perfect, but I do try and catch as much as possible there. But Stephen looks like he's struggling with the new hard tyres at the minute, but Fresh stuck up for the inside. He saw the gap there. Stephen's braking. Braking a little bit too early, which has caught Ferocious Dan off guard there. But Stephen's going for the defensive line here already, going for the defensive on the inside line, but can Ferocious Dan go for the outside? Oh, no! No! He hasn't done it, has he? He hasn't done it! Two in a bed. Two in a bed situation. Can he go for the inside? They're still going. They're still going. Oh, fantastic driving there between O'Stephen and... Oh, my God, that was close. And Ferocious Dan. Oh, fantastic stuff there. Brilliant stuff. Nice Nielsen's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Didn't want that at all. He did not want that at all. I want to try and move to another driver here at the minute, but to go to Briggsy, but Ferocious Dan really wants to try and make this move as quickly as possible here, because Nitric Gas could join in the fun here. But anyway, whatever happens here tonight, this has been an absolute belter, classic race here. Absolute classic race. Nitric Gas, just hold on there. Ferocious Dan trying to go for the as close as much as possible there. Luke Bailey's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Didn't want that at all. He did not want that at all. I'm going to look at the leader. Now, if Craig pits, that'll be, I'm going to say, between 20 and 25 seconds. If that happens, it might be between 3rd and 6th. So anything between 3rd and 6th, go for that. Oh no! Ferocious Dan tried to go for the outside. Now, I don't know if there was any room there. I don't know. I can't comment there because I was trying to look at the times there. But Nitric Gas moves up to 5th now. So Ferocious Dan will have to do exactly the same thing as what he's just done a moment or two ago against Nitric Gas to get back into 5th place. He's got to be careful here because you don't want to get too many penalties at this stage of the race here. But it's all right getting them a little bit earlier, because that way you can try and time it. But if you get it right at the end, after that great battle there, you'll be absolutely livid. So Ferocious Dan trying to close in on Nitric Gas now for 5th place. But if Sab pits, 20 to 25, so between 26 and 31. So whatever happens, Sab will go back down to 6th place if it stays like this. I'm just saying, if it stays like this. So Ferocious Dan doing everything he can again to try and close in on Nitric Gas. This has been a brilliant race out of the blue, out of nowhere. But could this be Sir Spud's moment here after what happened yesterday in the Performance League? Can this be Sir Spud's moment here? Sir Spud, he said yesterday he was not having one of those greatest moments there. Good evening to Colin. Colin J, how you doing, mate? You alright? Can Ferocious Dan go for the outside again? Try and get past Nitric Gas. And he makes the move. What a move there from Ferocious Dan. He made the move there. So he's got to try and catch up. So Spud's got a 3-second time penalty. He did not want that now. He did not want that now. Anything after the halfway marker, you don't want to have any penalties at that moment in time. Good evening to Colin J. I hope you're okay and well, mate. I haven't heard from you for ages. What have you been up to? Please make sure you follow and subscribe to the Invictus Racing League channel for all the live races. Not only I'm doing the commentary for the F3, but there's also F1 and F2 tonight. Also, Steele! Oh no, 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 no! Ferocious Dan's out of the race! Ferocious Dan and Steele are out of the race! Oh my days! Oh my days! OMG! OMG! Oh my God! This is unbelievable! Oh my days! Is everyone going for the pits? The top four, well, at least the top, well, it would have been the top four, but Craig's just got out. Has that worked out well? Craig's worked out well. Could this be the driver that, could it be the Flying Scotsman to win from starting at the back of the grid? I haven't seen that for a very long time, to be fair. If he does that, that is a brilliant achievement. Whatever happens, that would have been a magnificent achievement. To start off at the back of the grid and to get all the way to first place. Briggs is retired from the session as well. So madness stuff. Fantastic. He's just planned that really well there. So Ferocious Dan Pressure down, lost the car on the curb of death there. That's gutting because this was a classic of a race here. We got yellow flag set to 3, so Snoop Dogg Mark is going to the pits. I'm not sure that's for him, but I'm just trying to find out what's happened. Still got yellow flag set to 3. Not sure where that's come from. I have to find out, but Craig could, considering what's happened there, Craig has just pulled it out of the bag there. A masterstroke genius, as what that's why I was calling him the Flying Scotsman. I thought this would have been a brilliant opportunity for Spud to try and get his first win, or get some decent points in for tonight's race. But I was surprised he pitted, considering he was on the medium tyre. He would have caught up with his teammate of Craig in probably about first or second place. He would have caught up to him there. We've got Nice Neils trying to close in on Mike now for 10th place at the moment. So Nice Neils is on fresh medium tyres. Mike is on older medium tyres at the moment, so he'll have to go all the way to the end. So he has to do another 10 laps there, unless he's going to try and get the fastest lap at the end of the race. We'll have to find out what happens next. But we've got Synchronicity and Spud in another battle going on in 5th and 6th in a minute. But for now, Nice Neils trying to close in on Mike now for 10th place. Can the civilian legend hold on for 10th? Or nice Neils. Would Nice Neils try and hold on? Colin Joseph's got disconnected in F2 at the start. Oh no. Gutting. Absolutely gutting. I hate that when you try and start and you can't get back in. That's annoying stuff, really. So Nice Neils could have. I hope you enjoyed the race so far. Make sure you like and follow as well. Nice Neils trying to close in on Mike now on the long straight. So Sav's got the fastest of the race for 1:24.6. Mike's just holding on. He's just holding on there. So Spud could have a chance of closing in on F1 Richard now for 4th place. Oh, Nice Neils! Ooh, that was close there. That was absolutely close between Nice Neils and Mike there. I'm going to watch this battle here, and I'm going to have to go straight to top 4 to see what happens next from F1 Richard, Spud and Synchronicity. Can we see any more action going on here? Can Nice Neils try and get past Mike? Mike's a really good defender. That's why, he's never had any, in all the last season's races in 2018, he's never had a penalty. Or you only get the 1 or 2 very, 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 very rare occasions there. But I'm going to have to go back into the top, the 4th, 5th and 6th place respectively here. Can Synchronicity try and close in on Spud now, unless Nice Neils get past Mike. They've got to be careful that corner there. They're trying to, I know they're not trying to cut the corner there, but they're trying to avoid what happened with BD Clyde earlier on. Prix has left the session. You alright, Boris? How you doing? Boris says message retracted. Okay. Good evening to you, mate. I hope you're going well. What can Spud do? Can Spud try and do everything possible here on F1 Richie? Needs to get, this will be his best ever finish tonight. Whatever happens, this is his best ever finish for a very long time in the F3 since. Oh! So Spud nearly trying to go for the inside there of F1 Richard. F1 Richard's struggling with the hard tyres, but Synchronicity moved in. What a move! Oh, what a move there from Synchronicity. Brilliant stuff, absolutely brilliant from Synchronicity. Has Spud lost a bit? No, he has not lost a bit of his front wing. Snoop Dogg Mark has got 3-second time bounty for multiple warnings. Synchronicity's on fire at the minute here to try and close in F1 Richard. If Spud can't do it, Synchronicity will have another chance here. But we've got a couple of battles going on. We've got F1 Richard Synchronicity now, which I'm watching at the moment. And also just behind is Spud and Nigel Gash. Nigel Gash doing a brilliant job. Steele has left the session here. And Mike and Nice Niels. Nice Niels has just got past Mike in 10th place now. 4 car battle here for 4th place here. F1 Rich is doing a magnificent job with the hard tyres to hold on. But he has to hold on for another 7 laps. But bear in mind though, he'll be a sitting duck here. F1 Rich has just got a little bit wider. F1 Synchronicity needs to be in the DRS. He just got there. Oh! Synchronicity just trying to go for a gap that did not exist at the point of time there. But F1 Richard, Synchronicity is going to do what he did earlier against Sir Spud. Will he go for the inside? Oh, no, contact! Oh my days. Synchronicity and F1 Richard have had a bit of a contact there. So Synchronicity will have to do the charge again. So Sir Nitrogash, I'm going to say. Sir Nitrogash should have a knighthood there, Nitrogash. Absolute legend. Absolute good mate and absolute legend. Can Nitrogash try and close in on Sir Spud now for 5th place here? Where's Nitrogash in the table before? Nitrogash has had a bit of a mixed season here in the F3 League. But can he try and stop the on-charge of Sir Spud now? Going for the inside moment here. Oh, he nearly had the opportunity there, but he's still holding on. He's still holding on there. We've got lap 23-29 of the Invictus Racing League, the F3 channel. If you're just joining, ladies and gentlemen, well, Ferocious Dan, who's the favourite of the Drivers' Championship at the moment here, he's out of the race. He's out of the race. That's the biggest shock tonight. So this could be an opportunity for Mike to get some decent points in to get closed in, or see whatever happens here. Nigel Gash could have another chance here on F1 Richard here. He needs to try and get past quickly. Luke Bailey's moved to 7th. Oh, the 2 Red Bulls are just, I don't know if that was team orders or that was just synchronised moments. There we go. You got that. Synchronise. Synchronise. Synchronise like a gym cry on that one. So, can Nigel Gash try and close in F1 Richard? So Spuds do. To be fair, driver of the day at the moment here is Craig to start off right at the back of the grid. Yeah, so he again, and Sab's done a brilliant drive again as well. So Sab, I tell you what, 2 drivers, Craig and Sab. I know Stephen's having a great race so far. It's hard for me to pick a commentator's driver of the day. It's hard to pick one because there's so many drivers who've done a brilliant job here. But Craig at the moment is in 1st, and he would have the driver of the day award based on that situation. I think if Sab was ahead, Sab would have just got the driver of the day. But at the moment, those 2 drivers will be automatically in my driver of the day. But at the moment here, for Nigel Gash! Gash! Not Gash! Nigel Gash! Nitro, Sir Nitro, can he try and get past F1 Richard? F1 Richard is absolutely struggling. Sab could have a chance. I know Stephen later on in the race. He might have a chance here. It might be on the 2nd from last lap if it stays like that, but at the moment it's 2.4. So it could change. Depending on if Sab can hold on. Excuse me. What can Nigel Gash do? Nigel Gash is stinky. What do I need to do? Oh no! Suspend! No! Suspend! Oh, he was I was going to say he was lucky, but not so lucky with the front wing damage there. So Spud had a fantastic race. That was his best ever race of his season. So you'll have to pit again, and for that you'll have to pit. Nigel Gash could have a chance on F1 Richard now. Will he go for the inside? Oh, Oh, Nigel Gash, he outbroke himself, but he'll have another chance now for the DRS. You've got to be careful the braking points here. F1 Richard defending with all of his might here. Doing a brilliant job there. Brennans could have a chance on Nice Niels. Brennans could have a chance on Nice Niels up for 8th place here. Can he try and make the move? No, he can't make the move. He can't make the move. Good evening to everyone that's joining the session. If you like what you see so far, please make sure you like and subscribe to the Invictus Racing League channel for all the live races. For all the second half of the live races. Brennans has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He did not want that at all. He did not want that at all. We've got two battles going on. F1 Richard and Nigel Gash for 4th and 5th. And also Brennans and Nice Niels, but that will have to be dropped a bit. So can Nigel Gash try and attempt to get into the 4th place here? So can Nigel Gash, on his best ever race so far, this will be his best race this season. See, this is what I mean. Craig, Sab, O'Stephen, they've done brilliant jobs. F1 Richard done a brilliant job to hold on to 4th with the hard tyres, defending all his might against synchronously and from Nigel Gash as well. So Spud's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Nigel Gash, no! Oh, I thought he would have gone for the outside. He would have thought he would have gone for the outside there, but he's still holding on. He's still holding on there for 5th place. But yeah, we're on lap 26-29 on Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. Biggest shock of the race so far for Ocean, the Drivers' Championship favourite to win it. He's out of the race tonight. He's out of the race after that mistake at turn 12. He must have lost it at that one point and then back in. Look at Sab. Look at Sab. It's 1.3 now with 3 laps remaining. I did say probably on lap. Oh my God! Yellow flags. What's happened? What has happened? Sab's made a mistake. It went from 1.3 to 9.5. So has Sab... Oh no, Sab who could have had a chance to get 2nd place has lost out a bit. So now F1 Richard could have a chance to try and pull away here. Nigel Gash will be thinking, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to get past as quickly as possible here? The leaderboard here, no one has been lapped yet of the race here. So this has been a classic. This race has been an absolute classic. I was waiting for a 3 in a bed situation. We still haven't got that this race, but we had plenty of those earlier on in the races, on the Invictus Racing League races this season. So we got Craig is in 1st place. We've got O'Stephen in 2nd place. Saab is in 3rd. F1 Richard is in 4th place. Nigel Gash is in 5th. I was going to say Sir Luke Bailey is in 6th place. Synchronicity is in 7th. Nice Niels is in 8th. Brennans is in 9th. Mike is in 10th. Snoop Dogg Mark is in 11th. And Sir Spud is in 12th place. I really do feel sorry for Sir Spud. Well, Snoop as well. And some of the drivers who've had unfortunate mistakes at the back, as well as Brennans. I could say for everyone really. I would say, like, because Sir Spud, who was driven, this would have been his bestest ever race this season. But Nigel Gash could have a chance. Nigel Gash is doing everything he can. He's getting closer and closer to F1 Richard, but he's still not getting anything closer. Nice Niels and Brennans. Right, another chance now for Brennans to try and close in on Nice Niels now for 8th place here. Can he try and make the move here? I'm going to go back to Nigel Gash in a minute. Oh, contact! Contact! Ah, respect. Respect from Brennans. He knew he made a mistake, a little bit of a tap at the back. and he let Nice Neils to carry on and waited. So normally, I know if you made a mistake, you have to carry on, but if it was just a little tap and on there, he would have been fine on that point there. So that's respect from Brennan's. So they're still racing, they're still carrying. There's no issues, no tissues, shall we say. But we might have a 4-car battle here on the last lap of the race here. But can Nitrogas needs to do something here. It's 3/10, well 4/10 closer. This is his last opportunity here now. Chance. Can he have a chance to go to 4th? It's hard! Oh, a little bit of contact there, but F1 Richard was so unlucky to miss out on 4th place. Synchronicity has got 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Nitrogas moves up to 4th, his best ever position in this season so far at the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. If it stays like this, has F1 Richard lost a bit of his front wing? I wonder. No, he hasn't. He hasn't lost a bit of his front wing. We've got a couple of battles here. Where's Craig? Craig is coming up to the final few corners now. What a race! The first driver that I've seen for a very, very long time. He's absolutely delighted. He's even doing oh, he's got to be careful with the car. I was going to say he's got to be careful, but he's just hold on there. The Flying Scotsman started off on 16th and he finishes in 1st place. That is a brilliant drive from him. Fantastic. Oh, Stephen finishes in 3rd place. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic stuff there. Sab would finish in 3rd place. Snoop Dogg would have a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Where Luke Bailey, can F1 Richard hold on? F1 Richard needs to hold on. He needs to hold on. Can Luke Bailey steal it? No! Oh, I really missed out. Luke Bailey missed out. Oh, what's happened? Nitrogas had a penalty. So Nitrogas had a penalty. He missed out by 2/10 by the looks of things. So Nitrogas, from there, it would have been his bestest ever. Well, it's still his bestest ever finish position tonight. But I tell you what, fair play to all drivers who stood with the Australian Grand Prix. But well done to that man there, Craig, the legendary Flying Scotsman there. He's just gone from 16th to 1st. He said he really was up for it. He was saying to me he wanted to get a podium. And he got the podium there. So he's done a brilliant job there. Not only that, he's just got the win as well. But well done too. Sab as well, brilliant drive. Anno Stephen, fantastic drives from those drivers there. So they'll be in the commentary box in a minute or two. But we'll get through the standings quickly if it stays like this. If it loads. Here are your race classification for the Australian Grand Prix for the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. You've got Craig, the Flying Scotsman, in 1st. Stephen is in 2nd place. Sab is in 3rd place. F1 Richard is in 4th. Sir Nitro Gash is in 5th place. Luke Bailey is in 6th. Synchronicity is in 7th. Brennan is in 8th. Mike is in 9th. Nice Neils is in 10th. Snoop Dogg Mark is in 11th. Sir Spud is in 12th. Oh, Sir Spud did finish in 12th. Prix, Ferocious Dan, Steele and Peter McClyde are the only ones who have not done who did not finish the lap, finish the race at all with their DNFs. So I'm just going to invite Craig, Stephen and Sab for their brilliant drives at Australian Grand Prix. So Sab will be joining in there. But what if you got any questions, guys, for the top 3, please send them in and I'll try and get them in as quickly as possible. So I'm just trying to invite wrong one. I try to invite all the drivers in. So I'm just trying to get Stephen as well. So I'm just trying to get the drivers in and they will be all settled soon. But before that, what a race! It was an absolute belt of a race from all drivers there. So I'm just going to wait for Stephen and for Craig, because Sab has just joined in. Just seeing if so Craig's joined in. I'm just waiting for Stephen to join in as well now. Should be in any moment in time, but hopefully we'll join in as soon as. But it was an absolute belter of a race here, but I can't wait to hear what the guys' thoughts there. I'm sure they're going to have so much drinks tonight, so they won't even remember until next week's race on that one. But before I say any more, guys, can you please make sure you got your allow voices to be shared via the party settings. If you don't know how to do it, please go to the party and go to party settings. There should be one that says always allow, share your voice, or always allow. Make sure it says always allow before you carry on. While we're waiting for the guys to get themselves prepped and ready to go, I'll be talking to Craig, I'll be talking to Stephen and Sab as well, for their brilliant podium, and also the win from Craig of their brilliant drives here tonight. But their thoughts as well, it was just amazing. It was a brilliant battles there, left, right and centre. It was just absolutely immense stuff. But sorry, I know I keep rambling on, but are you guys all ready?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll be talking to Craig, and then I'll be talking to Sab, and I'll be talking to Stephen next on that one. Alright. Craig,
What?
the Flying Scotsman, how you doing?
I'm alright, Mark. Just before we begin, this is what we're celebrating with tonight. A can of Iron Brew.
Oh, I knew he was going to do the Iron Brew, those, the famous Scottish drinks. Yeah, forget the Tizers. No, it's the Iron Brews now on that one. So fair play to Craig for the Iron Brew celebration. He'll forget the champagne. He'll just spread all the Iron Brew of celebration on the track there. So well done for tonight, mate. How does it feel?
Relief more than anything else. Lot of hard work tonight. I was debating whether to qualify or not. Got hampered on my second run a little bit. I think I came up across Marky, who's sitting on the racing line. So yeah, just decided at that point not to qualify, hoping that I wasn't going to be too far down the grid or off the pace at the start. So I was just really cautious of trying to avoid the pack and just being patient. So yeah, I think lucky and just waiting for the race to come to me, really.
Oh, okay, that's good, because as you said, I was just about to ask you that. I did saw that incident when you was on your second run, but every time I saw you during that, anyway, you went back into the pits, and I was just like, you're just teasing us, Craig. You're absolutely teasing us with the pit stuff. But as you said, I was
just testing different differentials. To be honest with you, it was really up until the last minute that I decided to go with the 50-60 differential, because I was losing the back end coming round turns 11 and 12 at pace, so I didn't want to risk that in the race. So I was really just testing it on the hot laps on the soft tyre, and made a mistake on the medium, so that's why I decided just to go into the race without qualifying tonight. Fair enough,
mate, because I think that's the first time that I've seen someone did that for a very long time, go and start up right at the back of the grid to win the race. I bet you're sweating now with relief after that. Was there any battles that you noticed that you had good battles with?
I was actually trying to avoid the battles, just not wanting to overheat the tyres and just losing so much time. I was just trying to stay closely behind Saab. I knew it was starting on the hard tyre, so I was really just hoping that the medium tyre would have given me the pace, and I think I managed to move out of turn 12 on that run down towards turn 13 with DRS, so just basically tried to stick it round the outside. So very respectful for Saab giving the room, not squeezing me out wide, but I knew I was on the better tyre. So apart from that, I was really just trying to avoid being stuck in the dirty air, overheating the fronts, but also sliding the rears. Was coming under a little bit of pressure from Saab, and I noticed that I think he got caught in my dirty air coming out of turn 2 on that run down towards turn 3, so there was a bit of relief there. And yeah, from then on I was just trying to focus, managing tyres, managing ERS and managing fuel, and just, as I say, hoping the race came to me, just managing the tyres throughout.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I saw you two having a ding-dong battle, and I will say the same question to Sab when I when I speak to him in a minute. But with that, this is going to be one of your bestest ever races of your career at Invictus. Would you agree with that? To start off the back.
I think in terms of result, yes, but it was pretty lonely because I was trying to avoid battles, so I was more focused on just working on the strategy. But there's been more fun races where I've had a lot of battles and had some really stinking results, coming like 10th and 11th, but having some fun with it. So it's a fun race, but in a different way. Fair enough.
I mean, to me, I think that for me, it's your bestest ever race career, shall we say, at Invictus, because you did start. The reason why I say is because you started the back and you drove a magnificent race, and you played out the second. Is it the second virtual safety car? I think it was the second one.
Yes. Where I was lucky enough that the virtual safety car came out just as I was pitting. I was going to pit that lap regardless.
Oh, okay.
And I was very lucky that it came out at that time. But I think an interesting start for you. Coop might be able to tell you more. I think this is actually my very first race win at Invictus. I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, okay.
We'll need to get Coop to work on that one.
Yeah. Well, as Craig said, Coop is the stat man. As I was I was mentioning about the stats. So Coop has got all the stats of all leagues. So if that is true, Craig, I will mention it next week if it is 100% true. But this will be like your bestest. I tell you what, shall I just order some Iron Brew cases for you, mate, and that'll be my legendary stuff for you on that one. But I was a bit. If Sab didn't have that battle, if Sab didn't have that, as you said, turn 2, turn 3, do you reckon that it could have been a close battle for first, second? Do you reckon?
I think it would be certainly closer. But more importantly, I think if it wasn't for the virtual safety car, then I would have come out the pits behind Stephen. Possibly Spud, because just coming at the end of the first stint, I was just watching Spud's time and noticing that he was getting closer and closer. So I definitely think that was my saving grace. And it was relief more than anything else coming out the pits ahead of the pack. So I think very lucky tonight, and I think Stephen was just unfortunate that he was on the wrong side of the virtual safety car there.
Yeah, it was a shame because some driver as yourself, like, we had the look, because I was trying to time it where you would have used Sab and I think it was Luke Bailey as well at the same time, where the three drivers were, you haven't pitted yet at the time. I was thinking, where was he going to be? Was he going to be third? Was he going to be sixth? And then when the virtual safety car came out, and I believe that was the one where Stan lost the car, and I think that was the point where I was like, that is just stroke of genius. I said stroke genius, masterclass genius, I think I said on the stream. But well done, Craig. You did a brilliant job. I'm sure that'll be one of your bestest ever. If it is your first one, best ever first. If not, that is, to me, that's still one of your bestest ever races tonight at Invictus Racing Leagues. So I'm sure you'll be the one to watch later on throughout the rest of the season on that one. But I'm just going to say 2 more questions to you, Craig, before I go on to Sab. I'm going to talk about Chinese Grand Prix for yourself. What are your thoughts of the track, and what are your expectations for next week?
Not got very high expectations. It's a hard track for me on the no traction control. So, yeah, and weather always plays a factor. So, still trying to get up to speed with rain on no traction. So, I'm not too hopeful. I mean, I'll give it my best, and we'll just see where we go. As I say, I think I was very fortunate tonight that drivers such as Mike Froshistan, Luke Bailey, Sab, were just unlucky. I think they received damage, so not expecting the same next week. But I'll give it my best shot.
Fair dues. Again, Craig, just send me your details, and I'll get the case for the Iron Brew sent out to you on that one afterwards. get one of those. If there's a champagne type bottle of Iron Brew on anywhere, just let me know, and I'll try and find one. But well done for tonight, mate. You did a brilliant job. That is the bestest ever race I've ever seen you driven for a very long time on that one. So well done. But you're more than welcome to stay on, or you can shoot off. It's up to you, Craig.
No, I'll stay.
Nice one. Thank you very much. Sab, the man. How you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, not too bad. I honestly don't know how I got a podium tonight. I had more incidents tonight than I did last night, and somehow got a podium. I think, like Craig just said, the virtual safety car was a saviour for me, because I picked up wing damage battling Craig, and I needed to come in, and my hard tyres were pretty much shot with my wing damage as well. So when that virtual safety car come out, it helped me out massively. But yeah, just a crazy race. I think if I'd have managed to keep it on the track tonight, I'd have been fighting with Craig for first. But with all those incidents, I'm just happy to finish. Never mind get on podium. So yeah, it's a welcome result. What I think I needed.
Yes, I was just about to say to you, Sab, because I know a few weeks ago you was like with the racing. How should I put this? It's for me. This has been your bestest race, and this is the Sab that I know that can do well. I know you've had incidences. I'll talk about that in a minute. But would you say this has been your best race tonight?
Not this season, no, because I won in France. Unfortunately, that wasn't streamed live, so nobody got to see that. But France, I did well there. I had a good race, but I think since then I've just not been able to do it. But in terms of best race, I'd say it's up there, because it's a race that I needed tonight. I just need to cut those mistakes out, and I think be more consistent from now to the end of the season, and get more top 5 finishes or potential podiums, which I believe I can do. I think I am quick enough. It's just ironing out mistakes, which I keep stumbling across at the moment.
Fair enough, mate. And I like that. I do respect all F3 drivers, and I wanted you to do well at some point this season. I know you won at France, as you said, but I wanted to see you do well while I'm doing the commentary, and you've done that tonight. I'm hoping that you get this is the catalyst now to get your, as you said, consistency. If you can get consistency in the second half of the season, you might do, like I say, you'll do very well, and I will say that now. It's just, obviously, as a driver, like all those years and years ago that I've been driving, yes, it's like consistency, but I always made mistakes left, right and centre. But at the end of the day, I'll just learn from it and just try and beat what I can, and just prove the doubters wrong. And tonight, for me personally, I think this has been your best race from what I've watched you for. You know what I mean, and I respect you with that one, Sab.
Thank you.
That. But for you, Sab, you had a good battle with Craig at that point.
Yeah.
Would you say that was your best battle, or would you say there was another battle that you had that was good?
I enjoyed the battle with Craig. I'll tell you now how I managed to get wing damage. I was too busy trying to ask Jeff the distance behind me, and I wasn't paying attention. I clicked the grass and then clicked the wall, and I was like, for God's sake. And then I realised I'm coming up to Craig, and I outbraked myself then, and pretty much ruined any chance of keeping with Craig. And I was like, right, get it together now. I've got wing damage. It was only like orange wing damage, so it wasn't too bad. And I just like get it together and just try and stay with Craig for as long as possible. But the second mistake, I think I was more frustrating than the first one because I was catching Stephen up slowly, and just as I got to final corner, the rear tyres just lit up and decided to do a little donut for the spectators outside. And luckily, I had the gap to 4th place, which was a nice cushion in the end. But there was potential, I think, for a race win tonight, or even a 2nd place. But a few mistakes cost me that. But I can't complain because with those mistakes, I've still ended up with a podium. So yeah, it's a good evening for me.
Yeah, that's what I like, Sab. I mean, as you said, you need that boost, shall we say. Not a Red Bull boost because you're in the Alfa Romeo car, but you know what I mean, you need that energy boost to get back into the rhythm of the consistency of the car, and I'm sure that is just a belter of a race for you tonight. And like I said, at one point I was thinking, where did you get that damage from wing? And as I was saying, I thought, where's that? But you did well to hold on with was it the hard tyres that you had at the start? Was it mediums?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hard.
Yeah, it looked like that you did well to kept that car going, to be fair, considering you only had a little bit of damage, because I thought as soon as you have front wing damage, that's it, you have to pit because you lose so much downforce. Did you felt like at any point thought I should have gone in earlier, or do you think you made the right call? I know you got the podium, but you know what I mean, would you have done something different tonight?
I think it was the best way to go, to be honest, because I've never really been keen on the medium tyres around this track. They're all right for so long, but then when they go off, they really go off. So I thought if I can keep hold these hard tyres, I scrubbed a bit of time off my lap just to make sure the tyres would last, and I'm not going to get any more incidents with this bit of damage on the front wing. But I thought it was best to try and hold out to get onto those soft tyres, because then if I can get a front wing change done on the soft tyres, I'm going to be much quicker second half of the race, and I nearly was much quicker until I had that incident. But yeah, I think if I'd not had that front wing damage, I'd have probably kept with Craig a bit closer and potentially fought for him for the win. But like I say, delighted with 3rd, so I'm not going to complain at all.
Fair dues, mate. Oh, are you going to join Craig with the Iron Brew celebration drinks?
No, I will be polite and just say no. I'm not going to say my opinions on what I think Iron Brew tastes like, but I shall just say no.
Fair dues, mate, fair dues. I was going to say 2 more questions for you, mate, and then it's up to you whether you want to stay on or you go shoot off. It's the Chinese Grand Prix next week. As I said to Craig, what are your thoughts of Chinese Grand Prix, and what are your expectations for next week?
I think it's an easier track for myself, the Chinese Grand Prix. I've never really enjoyed the track, though, to be honest. I find it quite boring. But I think I can go better at the Chinese Grand Prix. It's just basically a long straight with a bit of windy bit in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think if I can build on what I've done tonight, hopefully go without mistakes. I know I'm better at China than I am round Australia. I'm hoping potentially fighting top 5 again on a potential podium. We'll see. I'll have to get some practice in this week for it.
Fair dues, mate. And can I just say, for myself, and I'm sure everyone would say the same thing, this is, for me, again, this is your bestest race that I've seen you, and that's what I like to see. That's why I like to see the old Sab, you know, Sebastian, shall we say? You know what I mean? Just to get that fighting spirit back in, and I'm sure you'll be battling out for the top half if you keep that consistency going. So I wish you all the very best of luck throughout the remainder of the season, whatever happens. You're more than welcome to stay, or you go shoot off. It's up to you, mate. But thank you very much for tonight.
I'll stay for now.
Nice one, mate. Thank you very much. Oh, Stephen, how you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm great. Thanks, Malk.
I was going to say, how does it feel to get a podium tonight?
It feels absolutely fantastic. I think this one rates above everyone else this season, to be honest.
I said
because
sorry, carry on.
Because I'm absolutely dying of the flu. I wasn't going to race, but then I thought I'll just race. But I'm absolutely ecstatic.
Okay. I tell you what. I know you've got the flu. I'll try to be as quick as possible. So.
Oh, don't worry about it, Malk.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, you know, with the race tonight, I've said this during the stream. I said this has been your bestest ever season overall at both leagues, like the Performance League and the F3. And I think this is your third podium or fourth podium. Third or fourth podium.
Fourth podium overall. Third this season, I think.
Yeah. So you surplus everything what happened in all the years that the seasons that you've had at Invictus. Could we see more O'Stephen in the podiums in the last 5 races?
I was so unlucky tonight, and like Craig said, if there wasn't a VSC, I would have probably come out first and tried to defend for my life and try and get that first win. But the VSC came out and it ruined it. But I had the pace and stuff, but it was just frustrating in the end. But I'm glad in one word that I've got a second.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean,
and I had a few battles with Ferocious Dan as well. That was a good battle. I don't know how the hell I kept it in behind me. And then when Sab was creeping up, it was like when you play that Jaws music every lap. It was like 5 tenths, and I'm like, oh my god, he's going to catch me. But then Jeff told me that he had a 3-second time penalty. So I said to myself, if he gets past me, then I'm going to try and do an Alan Prost and just try and stay behind him for the last couple of laps and hope he doesn't go 3 seconds ahead of me. But fair play to him, he spun out and I was relieved, to say the least.
Oh, to be fair, mate, it's just a relief for yourself. I mean, to be fair, but I'd just like to know what happens if you didn't have the cold. Would you have gone for that shot to the win tonight? Because I would have liked to have seen what happened.
So would I, but nah, I'm happy with a second place. It will come one day, but it's just being consistent and try and be as fast as I can and have the right strategy and have things go for you to get that first win, like Craig did tonight. Yeah. And I've got some breaking news for him. That's his first win in Invictus tonight.
Yes, it is. So
actually, it's my third. It's my third. That is my third.
Oh.
Coops just confirmed it.
And
all right, sorry.
And sorry.
It's okay, mate. I thought it was my first as well.
I'm sorry to say this also, but don't blame it on Coop. It'll be he's put O'Stephen has the record most F3 races without a win.
No.
He said sorry. He said sorry about that stat. It was you're on the 39th race tonight.
Oh dear.
You are officially Hulkenberg.
Oh, thanks. At least I've got a podium, but
yeah,
you have, mate.
Yeah, that's true. And you need to you'll get that consistency going. Carry on.
But I just hope I'm not going to be like Jenson Button and wait 113 races.
Yeah, I hope not.
For a win.
Hope not. Please not. It took me 8 seasons in one place where I used to race and stuff, but it took me 8 seasons, so that would have been that would have been over 100 races, I think.
12,
so, yeah. So it'd be about just over. There was about 20 odd races, but it was like over 100. So either way, always bad, to be fair. But either way, at the end of the day, it was just you have been. I've never seen you at all before this season. I was a bit worried, thinking, can O'Stephen try and aim for the top half? Because I knew you were struggling the last few seasons with it.
Yeah.
This season, you've just had something like an energy boost or had a coffee that's been going on every day during the races, and you've just shot off to get 3 podiums in one season to outdo it. Have you got any tips?
I think it's the Codemasters. Thanks to Codemasters and getting rid of the ballast, because I was struggling every race near enough. I think this game I've just rose from the ashes, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm sure I'd like to see you actually win a race if you can this season, or maybe sooner rather than later and stuff. But
So do I.
But bear that in mind, though, mate. Bear that in mind. But yeah, it was just madness stuff.
I can't wait to watch the highlights, to be honest.
It's a classic. It was an absolute classic race. There's not. I would have liked to have seen 3 in a beds or 2 in a bed. There was a little 2 in a bed situations, but Cooper's just commented again saying, he said I should add that I should add. Stephen holds that record with F1 Richard. So F1 Richard's got the same record as you.
Oh, thank God.
With 39 races without a most races in the F3 without a race win. So let's see if you can try and break the voodoo on that.
Yes, I'm determined to. Don't worry about that. I'm determined to.
Was there any contact or anything, or any issues from your side tonight? Because I'll try to get to some of your stuff. I mean, like you said, you had a good battle with Ferocious Dan during the race. Was that your best battle? Would you say?
Yes, I would say so. Yeah. How he never got past, I do not know. I just defended for my life and didn't get any damage. Thank God. Not even contact with him.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because it
was fair racing from my point of view, anyway.
Absolutely. I mean, don't get me wrong. F3, from what I've been on for many seasons as a commentator, this has been like the most fairest and respectful drivers. This season's been brilliant to watch. To be fair, well, all the seasons have. To be fair, seeing all the people that I've seen them throughout many seasons. They've done really well, and look at them now; they're doing really well as well.
Yeah, it was good to see Spud. It was good to see Spud up there tonight again for a long time in the race.
Yes, Spud did a brilliant job. Like I said, you did a brilliant job. Craig did a brilliant job. Sab, everyone my predictions, like in the back of my head, were thinking just shot off out of nowhere because I just could not believe what just happened. But bear in mind though, Ferocious Dan lost it on turn 12, where the chicane of death, I always call it, or the curb of death after the fast left-right-hander. So Spud, 5 laps left, did the exact same thing as what he did in the Performance League, except for he didn't DNF. He carried on racing at the end. But to be fair though, would you say that this has been your best? Well, it's definitely your best season overall. But was there anyone that you look out for now to battle it out with now this season?
I'm going to be very confident and optimistic, and I'm going to go for the top and hope I catch up with Dan and Mike. That's how confident I feel.
Ooh, okay. Could we see O'Stephen challenging for the first place sooner rather than later? We'll have to wait and see what happens here. But before I say my final 2 questions, O'Stephen, congratulations on your second place. I was going to say second podium. Your 3rd podium this season, your 4th overall. Could it be your 5th time lucky to try in a podium/win? We'll have to wait and see. But well done for tonight. You did a brilliant job. It's been tough for me to pick a driver of the day and stuff, but I will mention my commentator's driver of the day tonight after I've done all the updates and stuff. But two questions left, as I said, to Craig and Sab. Chinese Grand Prix. What are your thoughts of the track, and what are your expectations for next week?
I absolutely love China. I like the long back straight, the nice tight hairpin at the end of it as well, where you can get a few places as well. But overall, I enjoy that track, and hopefully, maybe go for the win. Yeah. But if at worst, podium or top 5. But I'm certainly not hoping for the back or retiring anyway.
Fair enough, mate. And like I said, I wish you all the very best of luck throughout the remainder of the season. I'm sure you'll bring whatever happens this season. You can just have a proper drink and you can still carry on trying to get into the top half, because you did a brilliant job so far. And I'm saying this now. I've said this to Sab. I've said this to Craig on his first/third win of F3, if you know what I mean, for this tonight. But like I said, Stephen, I think you've proven the doubt. I mean, look at Captain Stiff. He was struggling before. F1 Richard was struggling before. And look at the drivers now. They are challenging for the top half, or at least F2, after their third, fourth season of Invictus. And I think you're in that category now, where, not to say it's took 3 seasons, but I think you've just get into the rhythm, like a Cool Runnings type stuff. We're like, feel the rhythm, feel the ride. We've had the bobsled time. Cool Runnings on that one. But don't get me wrong, mate. You did a brilliant job tonight, and congratulations on getting second place. As I said, 3rd podium this season, 4th overall of your Invictus career, and I'm sure that won't be the last. So, wish you all the very best of luck for the rest of the remainder of the season. Now, you can stay if you want, or you can shoot off. It's up to you.
I'll stay.
Nice one. I'm going to say...
And thanks, Malcolm.
No worries, mate, no worries. I'd like to thank Craig, Sab and Stephen for their interview questions of their brilliant battle for their podium/win for Australia. And also talking about their updates for the Chinese Grand Prix. I'm going to say my final thoughts of the race tonight, and then I'll be doing a little bit of an update of the leagues as well, quickly. So, my final thoughts of the race tonight. There was an absolute belter of a qualifier from Synchronously, who did a brilliant job to stop Niels in second, well, from first to second place now. However, there was a bit of there was no issues from the first corner of the start of the race, but fair play to Craig, who went from 16th all the way into first place without any issues, and there will be no tissues at all after that, because he was saying, as he was saying in the interview, he was absolutely, whatever happened, he was absolutely lucky with the virtual safety car coming in. But either way, even if that wasn't on the virtual safety car or not, he would have still pitted anyway. But he took that. He was like a master stroke genius. It was like Lewis Hamilton at the Silverstone British Grand Prix in 2016, where it went from I think it was from dries to inters on when he was battling out with, or inters to dries, I think it was, I can't remember, when he was battling out with Rosberg at the Silverstone track. But that was like a stroke of genius, shall we say, from Craig. Stephen battling out, trying to do everything he can. He did a brilliant job to get into to second place on his 3rd podium, 4th overall on his career. But unfortunately, I don't want to say this, but I'm sure he doesn't want to get that record, as I said earlier, about most races without a win. I'm sure it wouldn't be too long before he gets his first ever win soon. And Sab, after the bad consistency stuff, he's shot himself back up to the podium stuff, which is the old Sab that I know of back in the days where he was battling out, and he had a really good battle between Sab and Craig. Between Sab and Craig, Sab and Craig, Sab and Craig were having a ding-dong battle for there. But it's like, what would have happened if Sab, as he said earlier, mentioned about he had a bit of front wing damage when he was trying to check something on the menu or anything like that, but he would have been a different story. But either way, whatever happens, this has been a brilliant start of the second half of the season for the top 3 drivers, whatever happens here. And also, and can I just say, well done to Nigel Gash and also F1 Richard. Nigel Gash, I know I said this a few times, Nigel Gash was really struggling for majority. I really wanted him to do well. He got into 4th, but I think he had a penalty, so he dropped down back to 5th, but that was his best race again so far. There's been quite a few drivers who've had bestest races this season, and I just wish Nigel Gash would, I'm sure he'll bounce back with hopefully get a podium sooner rather than later. But also, the biggest shock of the race tonight, Frostan, the Drivers' Championship, I believe, Drivers' Championship leader, unfortunately he will be the favourite of the Drivers' Championship. He was out of the race after turn 12 of the chicane of death. I think he lost the car. He must have just lost the car, and he was on the curb and he just hit the grass and hit the wall, which has brought out the second virtual safety car, which has brought Craig just going to the pits, and he brought on to he did a brilliant job, timed it well, and like again, master stroke of genius on that. But so Spud, who would have been his bestest ever race, he had a mistake on lap 25, I think it was, on the same corner, and he hit the wall. But unfortunately, he didn't lose his wheel this time. He lost the front wing at that point. But majority of the drivers who returned back, like Mike's, Snoop Dogg, there was quite a few drivers who had DNFs. I think it was Brixie. I can't remember. It was Brixie, Steele. I might be wrong. Sorry, Steele. There was quite a few drivers. I can't remember. But that, like I said, there were 16 drivers. I think that's the biggest we've had for a while, I think, tonight. But don't get me wrong, this is F3. It's just the bestest league of more consistency and more efficiency, shall we say, of battling out with bestest drivers in the league. But well, like I said, it's been a tough call. I know I said earlier on in the stream that I was going to pick between the drivers who've made the biggest movers, but also who've had a good battle. And it's hard because I had 4 or 5 drivers to pick for the drivers of the driver of the day. I was going to say drivers championship of the day for this stuff. But for me personally, I would have had to go for. I'm going to have to go for Craig because he made the biggest moves, and he made from 16th to 1st during the race. It was a close second for Sab and Stephen for 3rd as well. But like I said, Craig is my commentator's driver of the day on that one. So, but obviously the guys will pick the driver of the day. But that for me, commentator, driver of the day. But I'd like to thank everyone that's watched the stream. I'd like to thank everyone that was in the comments as well, from Colin J also, and Coop and Boris, I think it was. I'm not sure where he's from. But also I'd like to thank again Craig, Sab and Stephen for their podium questions and for the interviews. And always remember, always remember, stay classy. I'll see you later, guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you all next week at the glorious race of the Chinese Grand Prix. I feel like I have a Chinese now, but I don't. But I'll see you all next week at the Chinese Grand Prix. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.